Instead of getting fired or going along with DOGE, though, 21 career government employees tasked with assisting DOGE resigned today. They were basically, engineers, designers, data scientists, and they worked for, what has now become DOGE. They abruptly quit in part, they say, because we will not use our skills as technologists to compromise core government systems, jeopardize American sensitive data, or dismantle critical public services. Now, while they walked out the door sounding the alarm, there are plenty on the far right who are celebrating every single detail of what Musk is doing to federal workers. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene today.
Those are not real jobs producing federal revenue. Federal employees do not deserve their jobs. Federal employees do not deserve their paychecks.
I mean, of course, without federal employees getting paychecks, you wouldn't have Social Security in any form, or Medicaid, or Medicaid, whatever. You get the point. You heard what she said. They don't deserve a paycheck.
You make, first of all, of this apparent deal, especially given Zelensky had rejected an earlier version that apparently demanded a $500 billion share of Ukraine's rare earth minerals in exchange for the aid that the U.S. has already provided. I mean, his earlier descriptions of some of the details of this deal were quite onerous.
Yeah, it was almost a kind of, it was the kind of thing you extract from a country once you have humiliated and it is lost in a war. It's the kind of terms that people, the Allies took from Germany after World War I. But it does seem like most of that is taken out. I mean, frankly, it looks like Zelensky got what he wanted, which was the most onerous parts of the deal have been taken out. It sounds, from what I've heard, and we don't know, but from what I've heard, it's a kind of joint exploration of Ukrainian minerals and things like that. Money goes into a fund. 50% of that fund can be invested in Ukrainian projects or Ukrainian-U.S. projects. That part I'm not sure about, but it does sound very different from the kind of, essentially what Trump proposed to Zelensky sounded like a kind of protection racket, which is, we've been protecting you, we've been giving you this, now you've got to pay up. And that doesn't sound, it feels like the deal is now very different from that.
Right, and Zelensky was also previously claiming that for every dollar that the U.S. was going to give moving forward, Ukraine would have to pay back $2 on every dollar. The question is, security guarantees. It doesn't seem like security guarantees by the U.S. are in this part of a deal, which is something obviously Ukraine would have liked. We saw the vote at the UN just yesterday where the U.S. is now siding with Russia in this vote not to name Russia as an aggressor, which was just a remarkable turn of events and turn of U.S. foreign policy.
It's staggering. I don't think we've ever seen a reversal like that. And, the United States was voting with Russia, with North Korea, with Belarus. Even China and Iran abstained because China and Iran have both made clear that they do not want to seem to be legitimizing, aggression that takes territory away in a formal way. So the United States was actually more pro-Russian on this vote than the Chinese have been.